They said the house at the end of Holloway Street was abandoned, boarded up, forgotten, cursed. But there's one door that still stands untouched. Locals whisper that if you knock, it knocks back. Once, then twice, then again, faster each time, as if something on the other side is getting closer. No one knows what happens if you stay for the final knock, because no one ever has. Tonight, you're about to find out why. Today we will talk about every time you knock on a specific door, it knocks back faster. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The door that shouldn't be. It began in an unassuming neighborhood, nestled between the aging structures of Oak Ridge Lane. Amid the cracked pavement and overgrown yards sat an abandoned house, -202 Silver Pine Road. It had been vacant for decades, windows boarded, grass never trimmed. But what drew attention was the door. Not for its appearance, it was ordinary, chipped red paint, brass knob dulled by time, but for its behavior. Rumors began with children daring each other to knock. One claimed when he knocked 3 times, he heard 3 in return, only faster. Another claimed 5 knocks got 7 back, sped up like a racing heartbeat. Adults dismissed these tales until they too began to test it. What they found was unsettling. No matter the pattern or number, the door responded, always mimicking, always accelerating. It didn't echo like sound through wood. It knocked like something was waiting, responding, aware. Some laughed it off as a prank. Others felt a chill in their spine and never returned. Local legends blossomed, warning newcomers not to knock. Still, curiosity was a powerful force. The house never answered calls, never showed light. But the door, it knocked back. Louder, faster, more insistent, and someone or something was definitely on the other side. 2. Escalating rhythms. Those who dared to return noticed something stranger. The first knock was innocent, and the response seemed playful. But the second round, the reply came quicker, sharper. The third, faster still, urgent, almost aggressive. Like a warning or a challenge. The sequence always escalated. Whether you knocked once or 10 times, it didn't matter. Each return knock came faster, closer together, with an intensity that didn't match mere echoes. By the 4th or 5th interaction, witnesses described the sensation of the door breathing. Not audibly, but in the way the air would shift around it, like pressure building from the other side. Some claimed they could feel the wood vibrate beneath their hands, or hear the tiniest whisper behind the final knock. Not words, but intent. As if the knocks were intelligent, gauging your rhythm, anticipating your next move. Paranormal investigators once attempted controlled experiments. Microphones placed near the door captured the knocks, but also distorted static that sounded like shuffling, pacing, even low moans. The more they knocked, the more the audio warped. Eventually, the door would knock back so fast it became a rapid-fire thumping, then silence. Eerie, pressing silence, as if the entity beyond was waiting for something more than a knock. 3. The disappearances begin. The door's behavior became more than folklore when people began vanishing. Not all at once, but those who returned often, pushing boundaries, trying different patterns. They didn't come back. The first was Caleb Wren, a local teen obsessed with urban legends. He live-streamed his knocking sessions, attracting a growing audience. On his last stream, he brought specialized audio gear, aiming to decode the knocking pattern. The door responded faster and faster, until it sounded like pounding fists. Then the video glitched, once, twice, and the stream cut to black. He was never seen again. Police found his phone near the porch, still recording audio. 27 seconds of silence, then a faint knock from inside the house. Another researcher, Delilah Morse, claimed she deciphered. the knock pattern as a sequence, a code that matched more signals for "let him in." She vanished 2 weeks later. Her notes ended with a drawing, the door surrounded by hands. Locals began marking the house with chalk sigils, warning symbols, strange offerings, anything to keep it sealed. But the door always answered the knock, sometimes even when no one was there. Residents began hearing it at night, distant knocks echoing through their dreams. And once it started, it never truly stopped. 4. The knocking spreads. At first, the phenomenon was confined to 202 Silver Pine Road, but something changed. Those who engaged with the door began hearing knocks at their own homes, not at night, but during daylight hours when no one was near. A single knock, then a pause, then another faster. It was the same rhythm. Some thought it was PTSD, residual paranormal from the house, but it grew. Rooms where no one stood echoed knocks, closets, attics, even through apartment walls. A knock would come, then the reply, always faster. Paranormal specialists claimed this was a sympathetic haunting, where an entity follows those who interacted with it. Others believed it was contagious, like a psychic virus. A few returned to Silverpine, hoping to return the phenomenon. They'd knock and sometimes scream for the knocking to stop. It didn't. Instead, those homes went quiet altogether. No calls, no sightings, only silence, until neighbors would later hear it, the knock sequence on their own doors. 5. Attempts to seal it. The community grew desperate. They tried everything to neutralize the door. Salt lines, crosses, surveillance, even welding the door shut. Every attempt failed. The knocks came through regardless. Once, they painted over the door, completely sealed it with black industrial epoxy. The next morning, the paint was peeled from the wood in the shape of a handprint, facing outward. A priest from out of town was called in to bless the space. He lasted 4 minutes before running from the porch, pale and shaking. He refused to speak of what he saw, but later sent a message. "It's not a spirit, it's older, much older." Demolition crews tried to raise the house. Their machinery shut down as they approached. Metal buckled, tires deflated. One man who managed to hit the doorframe with a sledgehammer was found in his truck later that night, rocking back and forth, muttering, "It knocked from inside my head." The door remains. Every knock builds a bridge, they say. Every faster reply brings it closer. Some believe the knocking isn't a response, it's a countdown. And when it's fast enough, the door will open. What steps out, no one wants to imagine. 6. Theories and codes. As researchers and theorists grew more interested, data began to emerge. The knocking wasn't random. It followed a pattern. Initially, many thought it was just mimicry. But advanced rhythm analysis revealed mathematical sequences, Fibonacci intervals, prime gaps, binary pulses. Some knocks translated directly into musical tempos, getting faster with each response, as if counting toward a crescendo. Cryptologists started comparing the knock sequences to ancient numeric codes. One knock series from a 2019 recording aligned with an ancient Sumerian time-counting system. That's when archaeologists were brought in. One professor noted similarities to legends of threshold entities, beings that exist in liminal spaces like doorways, tunnels, and mirrors. The faster the knocking got, the closer the entity came to merging worlds. The knocking wasn't simply reaction. It was a preparation, a summoning. In this context, knocking wasn't just a message, it was a ritual. Each knock responded to the last, not to communicate, but to charge an unseen mechanism. Those who heard it long enough began to suffer memory lapses, auditory hallucinations, and a fear of silence. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.